Hello guys, my name is Shivij and welcome to my channel Technaut. So today I'll be showing you how to create an innovative postcard in Filmora 9 and it will be very beautiful and very simple to make. So let's move on to the video. So as you can see, my footage is there in the importing area, and before putting it in the timeline I'll be telling you some settings which need to be done before moving on to the video. So what you need to do is you need to go to the manage tracks option here and then click on open track manager, and from here add 5 more tracks to this timeline, and you'll get to know why we're adding these 5 timelines when we'll be moving further. So here from 1 I'll change it to 5 and click on OK. So as you can see, there are 6 layers on our timeline. So now what we need to do is I have my footage here and I'll be putting it now on the timeline. And now I'll be selecting the part which I want from the footage. We just want a footage of nearly about 10 seconds. So now I'll select the part which I want. Better choose it for 20 seconds. Now I have the drone footage which I want on the timeline. So I'll be splitting the video where I want to add my text. So I'll drag the timeline and I'll need my text here. So I'll split it from here and then I'll move it to the first track. First we had placed our main video on the fourth track, but now after splitting we'll move it to the first track. What you need to do is you need to go to the titles tab, and from there you need to select the default title and then place it on the fourth track. Now after you have it on the fourth track, make it in line with the clip on the first track. So now this is done, and what you need to do is you need to add the city name because it's a postcard. So here I'll be adding Manali. So I'll double click here on the screen and from here I'll write here Manali. And now after I have written this, I'll increase its size. I'll make it about 150 because this is very small. This much is fine. And now I'll be changing the text to Sego print bold, and after you've done this click on OK and then enlarge it a little bit and put it in the center. Now after you have it on the center, what you need to do is you need to add one more default title. So I'll be dragging this and I'll put it here below the default title, the first default title, and will bring it in line with the clip on the first track. And after you have this, double click here in the previewing area, and what you need to do is you need to change it to greetings from, because these are the things which are basically written on a postcard. So I'll make it as greetings from. Now after you've done this, drag it above here and then tilt it a little bit and decrease its size. Yeah, I think this much is fine, and drag it a little bit above here. And now change the text to Sego print, the same, but not bold, it needs to be thin. So I'll go to So I think this is fine, and enlarge it a little bit more. And as you can see, the picture behind is merging with the text, our text color. So either you can change the text color or you can make the picture behind more dull. So what you can do is you just need to double click on the clip on the first track and then go to the compositing, and from there you can change its opacity, or you can also go to color, and from color you can increase the temperature or increase the brightness or lessen the brightness. So I'll make some settings. So as you can see, I'll increase a little bit of temperature, or you can decrease. I think decrease will be good, and I'll decrease the tint, and from here I'll go to contrast. I think this is fine, and saturation I'll decrease, and brightness I'll increase a little bit. And from 3D LUT I'll choose dark film. So this looks good, but still our text is merging with the white background in the video behind. So I'll change the color of the text. So I'll click here in the greetings from, and from there I'll change the color. So I'll go to more, and from here I think yellow would be fine. So as you can see, it is visible. And now what you need to do is you need to go on advanced and you can add shadows behind it. So I'll also add a shadow. From there, what you need to do is you need to click on this text shadow and you can choose any type of shadow you want. So I think this shadow is fine, and I'll decrease the opacity a little bit, and I'll blur the shadow and increase its distance a little bit. This is fine, and I'll click on OK. And you need to do the same with the text Manali. So I'll double click here, and after double clicking go to advanced, and from advanced do the same text shadow as you did in greetings from. So this shadow is fine. I'll decrease the opacity from here, and then also I'll blur it and distance I'll increase a little bit. So this is okay. And now usually postcards have a border around it. So what you need to do is you need to go to effects, and from the effects search for the effect border. So I'll search for border here. So as you can see, the effect border is here. I'll download it, and after I've downloaded it, drag it here on the second track above the clip which you have on the first track. So after you have it, you can see there is a border, and if you double click here, you can make changes on the border too, as you can increase the size of the border or decrease it. You can change its color. So I'll go to the start and I'll choose the color blue because it's very vibrant and it looks very good. And for the end, I'll choose a little bit of dark color. So I think this is fine, and now I will also increase it. So I think this much is fine, or rather we'll lessen it. And blurring I don't need because I need a full opaque border, and opacity also this much is fine. So I'll click on OK, and I want greetings from to be typewritten. So what you can do is you need to double click again on the greetings from, and from there you can go to animation, and from animation you can change it to typewriter. So the greetings from will appear like a typewriter, or like it appears on a typewriter. So I click on OK, and then you'll go to Manali, and here also I'll add a little bit of animation. So here I'll put the evaporate animation. I'll double click, and here I have the evaporate animation here to the Manali title. And now I'll show you the preview. So I showed you the preview, but actually the text and the border appeared quite suddenly. So what I'll do is I'll add a transition there, dissolve transition, which will make it quite smooth. And we also saw that the clip before the text was, it took a lot of time. So I'll decrease that also. So what we need to do is we need to drag the playhead, and I'll cut this much part from here, and I'll delete it. And what you need to do is, for the dissolve transition, move the default title up, move this video here, and then, or don't move it, just drag it here and put the dissolve transition. Go to the transition, and from transition take the dissolve, add it here at the end and decrease it. Yeah, I think this much is fine. And now you'll see the change. So this was how you can create a beautiful postcard on Filmora 9. My footage already had the music, you can also add your own music. So this was all for today's video. I hope you liked my video, and if you liked the video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also press the bell icon so that you don't miss any latest updates about my upcoming videos. Thank you.